I'm listening to Twisted Transistor by Korn. You can see here, they just fit right into my ears. Oh, there we go. These sound really, really good. Back today with some earbuds. It's been a long time since I've done these because I was pretty happy with the ones I had, but then they started acting up. So I checked out these TOZO NC9s. We'll get these out and talk about them here in a second, and I'll show you how they look and everything. But go over the details real quick. These have their Origx Acoustic 2.0. It supposedly has rich bass, crisp treble, and clear vocals. I will be the judge of that. It has 32 EQ presets in their TOZO app, and then like 2,000 something user shared EQs for customization. I do have a pair of their headphones that I actually still use, but they're over-the-ear headphones, and the settings in the app are pretty good. We'll see if I like them in this. This does have hybrid active noise canceling with up to 45 decibels of noise reduction. I like that because my wife tends to watch the TV pretty loud, and if I'm in the other room, I can still hear it. So I am a very big fan of the noise canceling headphones. You can do calls with these with ENC, which is like environmental noise cancellation. So you can have clear calls and stuff. 59 hours of playback with ANC off, or 42 with ANC on with the case. Obviously the earbuds themselves don't do that, but you put them back in the case and you're not using them and it recharges them. The case has an LED display, which I kind of like, and it comes with a little USB-C cable. That's the thing I like. It's USB-C, whereas like my stupid AirPods use Lightning, and it's like, come on, Apple. I think their new ones might have USB-C, but like, I hate these things. They fall out of my ear all the time. They do sound good, granted, but they use like the Lightning, and I just never use them. The only time I use these is when I'm editing on my MacBook. Maybe I'll switch to these. They are IPX8 waterproof, so you can like, go jogging. If it's raining, you're not gonna like ruin them if you're not out there for too long. 5.3 Bluetooth. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get them out of the box. I have opened this before. This was wrapped in a thing that had the like QR code or whatever to activate the warranty. They do come with a warranty at the time of this video. Here's the display. You can see, and when I close it, it'll tell me, the left one's charging a little, the right one's full, and there's 99% left on the case. I really like that because these, you have no idea unless you use the app. These, you have no idea. With these, you have no idea. The fact that they have this on there, and this is the smallest of all of these, it's about the same volume as the AirPods, but, again, USB-C on the back instead of this stupid Lightning connector. So I'm here in the app, and supposedly they support some sort of AI, like meeting recording and AI chat and stuff. Would you tell me about the moon, please?
Oh, the moon is absolutely fascinating. It's Earth's only natural satellite, orbiting our planet at an average distance of about 384,400 kilometers. It's the fifth.
That's pretty cool. Let me switch over here to a meeting recording. So I was telling Bob in accounting that like blah, 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 blah. And he's like, but the Excel spreadsheet. And then I was like, no, Bob, we don't use Excel anymore. We use Google Sheets. And then Sally was like, I can't believe Bob's such a dip. And then I was like, why did the app pop up review thing while I was trying to do my meeting? But where's some things I can read? Assembly and using tips. The product colors here are for reference only. Please refer to the actual color. Turn on the switch to 90 degrees to ensure the suction cup firmly grips the surface. If it comes loose, return the switch to the original position and repeat the above steps. Yeah, so this thing's pretty cool. Like I didn't really expect this, but hey, cool little feature. Another cool thing is it has these soundscapes in here. Right now I'm hearing a thunderstorm and light rain. I will remove this from Bluetooth and let you hear this in a second. That's pretty cool if you just like need some background noise while you're doing something. The noise canceling is working pretty well too. For some reason, it's actually like amplifying my own voice. I've not noticed that with other ones, so I probably need to go play with the modes. But let me disconnect from Bluetooth and let you hear this. And here's one of the little built-in soundscapes that it comes with. It also just has rainy. It has forest with small river birds. Pretty neat little features, but you got a bunch of these in here. So yeah, let me go play with the EQ settings now. Okay, so I figured out why I'm coming through loud, because it's on transparency mode. If I switch over to noise canceling, oh wow, that is a lot of noise canceling. That's better than my over the head ones, probably because they're way down into the ear canal. It has a reduced wind noise. Still a lot of noise canceling there, but not as great as that one. Leisure mode, what is that? Can't really tell a difference between that and reduced wind. Normal mode, Okay, my voice sounds a little bit different, and then you can do custom. I'm gonna leave that noise canceling on. I tell it to remember my setting. That's pretty good. So I'm gonna listen to some music now. I'll come back and I'll tell you how I feel about these. Well, first let me show you the EQ. You come in here to the EQ tab, and you can go to like EQ zone, and it's got, some user settings. And then if you just click here, you get their presets. So let's see. Do they have metal? Well, I'm going to listen to a podcast real fast. I'm going to see what that's like. All right, so I'm listening to some podcasts. Leo Laporte, This Week in Tech. I like the podcast setting. The normal setting's pretty good too, but the podcast kind of brings the music down a little and makes the voices sound a little bit better. Leo likes to play music a lot of the time in the background, like the opening, and it's kind of distracting. This kind of steps on that a little and made it a lot better. You can see here, they just fit right into my ears. I really like them. I'm listening to Twisted Transistor by Korn. Really like it on the rock setting. Yeah, I like these a lot. We're going to switch to heavy metal. I think I like it better on rock. Music do. So now I'm listening to Will Sparks and New World Sound. It's kind of like trance. So let's see here. How about dance? Standard. Dance. Huh. Now that I'm fine. Oh, let's try electronic. Yeah. Electronic works for that. Let's wait for it. I gotta hear this one part. Oh yeah. So let's try bass. We can mess with the treble. There we go. Bass. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. Don't mind the tie-dye and me listening to trance. Yeah, I like that bass. Let's take the bass away. Oh yeah. That makes quite a difference. Oh, these sound really, really good. Like, really, really good. I very much enjoy that. Let me stop the music. So, yeah, I'm like really happy with those. Sorry, I'm just making sure they're turned off. There we go. When I took them out, they started playing again. I was listening to YouTube music. Yeah, those are very comfortable. These are arguably the most comfortable buds I've ever had. You can see there, if you put them in your ear like that, they just feel super comfortable and they're not going anywhere. I did some good headbanging off camera there, and I was pretty happy with them. Yeah, I'm just looking at my notes. They're probably going to wear really well long periods. Obviously, I haven't worn them for like 8 hours, but have them in about an hour today. The waterproofing is great. Obviously, you're going to like jump in a pool or something, but if it's raining and you've got them in, you don't have to be like, oh, I got to take them out, put them in my pocket and protect them. Like, you'll be fine for a few minutes. That battery case is so small. I really like that. I've seen some complaints about that, and I'm like, why? You're going to have multiple days out of that case. You don't need more than that. It's USB-C. Your car can do it. Your computer can do it. All these things. So I really, really like that small case because I've already got a lot of stuff in my pockets, and I don't need this big thing in there. Yeah, I like that. All those EQ settings, I'm going to play with those a ton for different kinds of music and maybe even tweak them on my own or check out some of the community ones, see what people have come up with. And that ANC, that active noise canceling, like, that's better than my over-the-ear ones. I really like that. When my wife's making a lot of noise in the other room, watching TV or something, and I'm trying to listen to something on YouTube or whatever, or practicing my Dene Bazard. I live on the Navajo reservation, so I'm trying to learn Navajo. It's Dene Bazard is how you say it in Navajo. It gets really distracting because there's a lot of glottal stops and stuff, and I'm trying to pay attention to it, and she's got the TV going, or she's talking on the phone, or vacuuming. I'm going to use these because, yeah, very cool. But I'll have a link to these Tozos in the sticky comment in the description. And it's crazy how good these earbuds are starting to get. If you're like me, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and we had crappy foam, like metal over the head things, and we thought they were the greatest thing. And then they started coming out with stuff like this, and it was like they were just atrocious and like hard plastic and didn't feel good. And now these, that just fits right in there. And then now I got my trance going, and I'm going to go listen to this and go about my day. But I'll see you guys in the next video.